All right. So then let's
Yes.
talk about what crazy thing did X1 do this week? I mean, first of all,
Yeah.
what is X1 for people who
It's
missed your post, and what did they do that was crazy?
yeah. Venture X is not the only
No.
X card. It's
It's a
not the only
popular letter.
X-rated card we're going to talk about today.
Oh, man. Watch out. We're going to get censored on this. It's going to be like a parental advisory now.
Oh no, you're right. Should have never said that. Oh boy. Anyway, X1 is a startup company credit card that it delivers 2x everywhere or 3x to those who spend $15,000 a year on the card. And it sounds very compelling on paper, but the rollout has been very, very slow. So they just opened it for customers very recently. But to give an example how slow the rollout has been, I have a friend who was number 11 on the waiting list. He still has not gotten the invite.
Wow.
For it.
Wow. They're being deliberate on this, huh?
They're being very deliberate, and there might be very good reasons for that. And let's get into this story from a reader, actually someone on our Frequent Miler Insiders Facebook group. He messaged me personally and said that he was one of the people to get the X1 card early. Now, one way to get it, besides being on that waiting list, is if you get referred by somebody who has the X1 card already, then you skip the waiting list. And each person who already has it only has a few, referrals. And so, but each time they refer someone, they get a few referrals. So it kind of goes out that way. So he got one, and he went to use it for the first time ever at Best Buy, and he went to buy a laptop.
Seems reasonable. You want to earn some points. You got to buy something.
Like
you need a new laptop.
It's like use your new credit card, right? Person with a credit card might do.
Right. It seems reasonable.
The transaction got held for potential fraud, which is also not unusual when you have a brand new credit card and you go to do a big purchase. It's not at all unusual for it to get held up initially.
Which is frustrating because, I mean, that's the obvious thing, right? You opened a new card so that you could put your new purchase on your new card, and then the bank inevitably I mean, this happens all the time. It's not only at X1. Fraud alert. It's silly and ridiculous, but it happens a lot.
Right. But one of the things he discovered from this experience is that they don't have a good system for quickly undoing that fraud hold. So he didn't have anyone he could call. He had to email, and it took a long time for them to get back to him. But even worse, when they finally did get back to him, they said his account was flagged for rewards abuse and was shut down.
What? His first purchase was rewards abuse? What?
Yeah.
There's not even a bonus category on a new laptop, right?
No, there's not.
I mean, that was like a 1X purchase.
Well, I mean, everything is at least 2X.
Or 2X, whatever.
Everything is. I mean, they just didn't want him to buy anything.
Nothing.
So
otherwise, you're abusing your rewards by earning them? I mean, is that you abuse them by earning any rewards at all? That's ridiculous.
Right. So the crazy thing X1 is doing, obviously, they're being way overzealous in shutting some people down. He said he has a friend who had a similar experience, the person who referred him, I assume.
Wow.
And,
so maybe he just got, guilty by association.
When their whole thing is getting word out through referrals, like that seems to be their way of getting this card known. Having these like bad stories off the bat is a really bad idea.
Rough start. And maybe it's a good idea not to move to number 11 on that list.
Well,
yet,
that's
though,
exactly
X1.
it. That's my guess, is that they probably stopped, moving people off the waiting list because they're having big problems. So hopefully they'll get them resolved. But for now, X1, I sure hope you go back to these people that you shut down, review these cases and say, oops, we made a mistake. And, if it was me, I would offer them some bonus or something as an apology, because there's no excuse.
Open again.
Yes. There is just no excuse for that at all.
Not at all. And that's horrible. That is crazy. So that really fits for a crazy thing. I was pretty interested in the card, but if I can't buy a laptop, and it wasn't even like a really expensive laptop, was it? I think you said it was like Not that much
I
money,
don't
right?
actually. I don't know how much.
I thought you
Yeah.
told me and said how much it was, but
No.
maybe not. I may be making that up. But at any rate, so even if it was a super expensive laptop, should have been no problem. Anyway, crazy,
Right.
crazy.